Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a favorites video. This is everything that I have been loving recently. As usual, it is a mix of things. So I have a bit of beauty in here, mainly skincare, some clothing, some accessories, a little bit of everything. So I hope you guys enjoy this and let's get started. So first up, I wanted to share a skincare duo that I have been loving. This has become my new holy grail routine and it's just incredible. So it is my Glow Pro from Beauty Bio, which I've mentioned before. I've been using this for, I guess, like maybe 18 months now. I use it very consistently and it's incredible. It's basically a micro needling tool and it really helps with fine lines, but it also helps to make any of your skincare that much more effective. What it does, you roll it over your skin, it doesn't hurt. It's mildly uncomfortable, but it doesn't come close to pain. It's like totally fine. And it creates really tiny tears in the skin, which sounds really awful, but it's not at all. But it basically allows the skin to open up and absorb the products a lot better. So any product that you use with it, it kind of supercharges that product. And I have been using it most recently with the Dr. Nigma Serum No. 1. And this is from Dr. Nigma Talib. I love her. I've read her book. I use her supplements. I do everything. And she has a skincare line which isn't really vast, but this is one of the main products and it's incredible. It has all kinds of good ingredients, most of which I can't pronounce, and there's one which is hyaluronic acid, if I said that correctly, but it has amazing plumping effects. So this combined with the Glow Pro is incredible. So my routine is basically to use this. I do still use my IS Clinical serum just around my chin. This is amazing if you suffer from breakouts or blemishes. So I use this around my chin because that's where I'm most prone to blemishes and spots. And I use the serum No. 1 everywhere else. And then I layer over a moisturizer over that. And the next morning, your skin looks amazing. It looks like I've had a facial. My skin is so soft and it's just amazing. So I'm totally obsessed with this duo. This one is pricey. In fact, all three of these are, but apart from sunscreen, serums are the one area in skincare which I'm just very happy to splurge on. And for me, these are totally worth it. So very happy with these. If you're looking for a good plumping serum, this one is fantastic. Next up, I have two hair products which I have been loving so much. So they are both from the same brand. The brand is Oribe, I don't know how you say it, I've never said it out loud before, but it's that really fancy hair care line. And I first tried, I think it was their dry shampoo, their really kind of famous initial product a few years ago, and to be honest, I wasn't that impressed. It was fine, but I just felt like I had other dry shampoos that did the same thing for half the cost. So I haven't tried the brand since then, but I had a really bad hair day a few weeks ago, so I went onto Space NK just looking for good hair products. So I sorted by their top rated, and these two were very highly recommended. So I decided to give them a go, and they're both pretty incredible. So this one is the Royal Blowout Heat Styling Spray, and this just makes your hair so bouncy and shiny, and it's just a glorious product. I can see the difference more when I'm doing a kind of proper straight blowout, but it's still really good for curls as well, and it just seems to make your hair a lot more manageable. So I love this. And then the other one is the Superfine Hairspray, and I've been using the Tresemme hairspray, the kind of No. 5 I think it is, for a really long time. It's great and the hold is so strong, but the smell is just, it's very toxic, which is the only way I can think to describe it. Kind of really gets in your throat, and I just really didn't love it. So I've been looking for a new hairspray for a while, but to be honest, they just didn't work as well as the Tresemme, which is why I always went back to that one. This one, however, doesn't have that smell. It actually smells really good, and it smells very mild as well. And the hold is incredible. It is a fine hairspray, so it isn't quite as strong as the Tresemme, but you can layer it and build it up to have a really firm hold. But it's also very brushable as well, so your hair never gets crunchy. It just seems to hold it perfectly in place. So these definitely are a splurge, but they are worth the money. Really effective, and I'm now a total convert. Next up, I wanted to talk hair removal, which is not one I usually talk about on this channel, but I bought this device just before Christmas and I've been trying it out, and I've just been so impressed with it that I wanted to share. So it is the Tria hair removal. I have done in-clinic hair removal before. I think I've done 7 sessions on my upper lip, and even though it worked, I expected to be completely hair-free, but all it really did was minimize the hair. So for the amount of money I spent, and it was also quite painful, I was expecting more. So I began researching at-home solutions, and I came across this, which had really solid reviews. it was expensive, so I did spend a lot of time researching it. I think this was £360, I want to say, which a lot of money, not compared to kind of clinic prices, but still a lot. But I decided to go for it, and I am so glad I did. The results have been amazing. For a start, the pain level is so much less. I'd say it's like 1/10 of what I experienced in clinic. You know, they were quite painful sessions, whereas this, you can feel it, but it's nowhere near as painful, and you can also control the settings as well. The higher you do it, the more effective it is, and I do use it on its highest setting, and it's completely manageable. Like, it's not too bad at all, and it's just been very, very effective. I've been using this every 2 weeks since I got it, since December, and my hair on my upper lip has pretty much gone completely. So if you're looking for an at-home solution, I would definitely recommend checking this out. I've been super, super impressed with it. Next up are some clothing favorites, and first up is a dress which I have lusted after for I don't even know how many years. I first saw it on Laurent Conrad when she was on the Hills, and I've basically wanted it ever since. It is a pretty classic one by now, just because it has been around for so long, but it is from Black Halo, and it's their Jackie O dress. So it does have this great twisted neckline, and then it's fitted all the way throughout the body, and it cinches in with a belt, which they also give you. It is so gorgeous. This comes in a bunch of colors. I just went for the black one. I don't usually spend as much money on work clothes. I'm happy to with like a coat or something like that, but for individual pieces, I tend not to spend this much money. But this one I just felt was worth the splurge. I do even think you can wear this, you know, just as an evening dress. Like, it doesn't just have to be work. But it's just the loveliest thing. It fits so great. It kind of makes a statement. It's also conservative enough to work in work environments, I think, and I'm just totally obsessed. So if you've also been on the fence like me, I would recommend it. I think it's beautiful, and it's just the loveliest design. Next up is a polka dot piece. I'm going to warn you guys now, there's going to be a lot of polka dot on my channel over the next couple of months. It's just everywhere, and it is my favorite print of all time. So I saw this blouse and I just knew it was right up my street. It's this gorgeous kind of 70s inspired blouse. So you do have these great flare sleeves, and then it is a V-neck, and then it just kind of, it doesn't cinch in, but it kind of ties in. So it is a shorter one, so great for wearing with skirts or high-waisted jeans. You have a little bit of a peekaboo effect there, but not too much. And then it's this stunning kind of crepe type material. This comes in black as well, I think, but I went for the black dot on the white. And it's just a gorgeous blouse, really fun and really flirty, easy to dress up and down, and just such a pretty one. And then finally for clothes, I wanted to talk about my 2 Reformation skirts, which I've been getting so many questions about, so I wanted to mention them. These are pretty much my favorite things ever. I love Reformation. They're just such a great brand. Their pieces are always beautiful, the quality is amazing, and I just can't say enough good things. So this skirt is particularly the one which I've been getting a lot of questions about. This is actually from last year, so I got it last summer, I think. It's really beautiful though. It's a really simple A-line skirt with a side slit. Really, really pretty, and they don't do this exact print anymore, but they have re-released the skirt in 2 new prints, so I will link those down below. But this is fantastic. It's really cute with a sweater, also really nice with a bodysuit, with a normal blouse, just really versatile, and it makes such a statement, but it's also a really, really simple thing just to throw on and go. The other one that I have is a kind of variation, so it's this beautiful floral print one, and this one is a button-up version. And the great thing about this one is that you can wear it just with the buttons down the middle as quite a conservative piece, or you can move it to the side and wear it with a side slit. So you do have that kind of dual purpose. Really beautiful. The prints are lovely on both. Quality is great, and they're just really, really great pieces. So absolutely love these. Definitely wardrobe favorites for me. Now onto my accessories, and first up are my Uptown clutches, which I have too. I'm a huge fan of this style, and I've just been enjoying these so much. They were such a great buy, and I'm just so glad I decided to go for them. Clearly I have 2 of them. The first one I got was my white one, and then I did go for this one, which I feel like the color is a little bit harder to describe. It's kind of like a dark nude bordering on like a tan or a light brown. It's a really beautiful neutral. It goes really well with the gold hardware. This one is in the grain leather, whereas the white one is the kind of shiny leather. Both are great. I would say that the grain is a little bit more durable, but the white one isn't too bad at all. And I just think these are fantastic. Yes, for the money, because these are around the £300 price mark, which for something that looks as luxurious and just high-end as this, I think is a great price. but they're also surprisingly functional as well. You know, they fit more than they look. You can fit in a phone, keys, cards, cash, and a lipstick without it bulging out. And I just think these are great. So these have been my go-tos for dinner dates whenever I can really pare down my essentials, and I've just been enjoying them so much. So if you've been on the fence, I would recommend. I think they're fantastic, and especially for the money, and especially compared to their next kind of price up in terms of their clutches, which are around 900. So I absolutely love mine. And then finally, I wanted to mention the two larger bags, which I have been loving. I have them both here. I'm just gonna pop them on the desk there, but I have been really enjoying both of these. The Givenchy Antigona, I'm gonna kind of put this one to the side. The Givenchy Antigona I've spoken about a fair bit. This has really consistently made my favorites for the past few months. I think it's great. I have been using it so much. It's so beautiful. I love the mock croc. I just love everything about it. And I hadn't used my larger Antigona in quite a long time, and I was thinking maybe I was just falling out of love with it, but this has just made me fall in love with the style all over again, and I just can't seem to get enough. So this one has been on constant rotation for me. But another bag that I have just recently begun to pick up again is my Mulberry Bayswater. This is the zipped style, and this is so great. I think it's so beautiful. I have been particularly liking this because of the lighter shade. You know, with the warmer weather, I have been gravitating towards lighter clothes, and this has just been the perfect companion. I love the functionality. I love the fact that it does come with a shoulder strap as well, so if it does get too heavy, you do have that option. But in general, I think it's just a gorgeous bag. Mine is in the rose water color, which I don't think they do anymore, but they do release kind of different seasonal shades every single season, I guess. But for me, this is just such a beautiful, beautiful bag. It's worn really well. I've been really impressed with the quality, and overall, I just think it's stunning. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will include links to everything I featured in the description section, but if you do have any questions for me, then leave me a comment down below. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy favorites videos, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.